Hey everybody, it's me, Kara, and I'm just making a video update. As most of you know, I lost my sister a little over 3 months ago now, and if you're not on my Facebook, actually my dad passed away also on October 4th. It was really sudden, and which was, me, my brother, and my sister, we all have the same mom and dad, so and it was really hard, because I was my dad's power of attorney, and so I got the call at work, and I had been talking to him all day, and he had texted me and told me, that he had went to the ER, and that he, was feeling dizzy, and he had a history of, congestive heart failure, and, so he went to the ER, and, he texted me and asked me if I would, be able to take him to the bigger hospital, which is a better, they're more equipped and specialized to handle him, and he said that the hospital was discharging him, and that he just needed, for me to give him a ride, he wanted me to get off work, and, which, I was very close with my dad, especially over the past 2 years, because he had moved back to Indiana from Florida, but he's kind of one of those people who, cries wolf a lot, and so I told him, Dad, if it's really, that bad, you have a vehicle, you can drive yourself, or if the hospital thinks it's that bad, they will transport you themselves. And so because the hospital was telling him, hey, we're releasing you, I didn't think it was that serious. And so about an hour later, my phone was blowing up, and people calling me and telling me I needed to get to the hospital as soon as possible. So, the first ER visit, they let my dad leave, and he actually drove himself a mile down the road to a very big, chain-wide store, and I can't say the name because we are possibly going to be seeking legal counsel, so I won't say any names, but he had gotten inside the store and gotten on one of the scooters because he has, trouble getting out of breath, and he was already having trouble, and he went in there to get prescriptions, and he made it maybe 30 feet in the door and collapsed. And our town is really small that we live in, so, to me it's small, and the hospital was less than a mile away from the store, and it took, from the time that they released him from the emergency room, and the time that my dad was rushed back into there was 43 minutes. And basically whenever I got there, they were just continuing to do CPR because they didn't want to stop, because they knew that, hey, we're in trouble, we let this guy go. So I had to be the one to say, stop working on my daddy. So it was really hard. And it was hard having to be the one to make that decision and to tell them to stop. And I was just so upset. Because it took the store that he was in, he was at the front of the store whenever he collapsed. It took them 20 minutes to call 911 to get an ambulance for my dad. By the time I had gotten, out of work, and I did leave work as soon as I found out what was going on and how serious it was, I left work immediately and rushed to the hospital. And by that time, they had been doing CPR on him for almost an hour. So it's just been really hard, and it's makes me so angry that, I know it's not my fault, but, whenever people cry wolf and, you trust doctors and everything to make that decision, my thinking was that, the hospital's letting him go and letting him drive himself, so he's not that bad. And the autopsy results and everything, my dad had apparently had a heart attack 2 days prior to him going to the emergency room that he probably didn't even know about. And he also had a collapsed lung whenever he went in there, and they didn't give him any x-ray because the x-ray tech was on vacation. So if they would have even saw that or just held my dad a little bit longer, he probably would still be here. Because, the 20 minutes, that he was collapsed there, nobody was there to help him and to do CPR or anything like that. Whereas if he, maybe it wouldn't have changed anything, but I just keep thinking that, if they would have kept him, that he would still be here, because he would have been in the emergency room already, and they would have been prepared to help him the right way. So it's just a very, very hard time for me and my family. And I appreciate all of my weight loss people, Vicky, Gwen, and Doug, and countless other people. I really thank you so much for your prayers and your support for the past. It feels like every time I'm on here I'm crying, but it's just been, it's hard just losing my sister and then now my dad. So I had to take a personal leave of absence from work, and because I work for a major insurance company, and it's very stressful, hard job, and I barely made it going back to work right after my sister died, and then on top of, now my dad passing away. It was just rough. So I just wanted to say thank you to my wolf pack and all the bariatric babes and everybody for being there for me and praying for me and giving when you don't have anything to give. I really, really, really appreciate it, and thank you so much. I love you guys and consider you guys my closest friends, and I thank you so much. I just wanted to make a video and kind of explain what was going on, because people were trying to ask, and it's kind of too long to put in an email, so a video is just easier for me right now. So, you guys are my therapy right now. So, but, hey, I have lost 15 pounds in the last week and a half, so that's good. Anyways, gosh, this is going to be over 10 minutes, sorry. But, anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for your prayers, and trust me, I'm praying for you guys too. Thank you.